Good morning, students. Let's continue the conversation between three people, Mrs. Pearson, her son Cyril, and the daughter Doris. And here, both of the children, Cyril and Doris, are really very much confused why their mother's behavior has been changed so much. And here we are at page number 41 and the first conversation of Mrs. Pearson coldly. It means without showing any emotions. You two are always talking about being grown up. Why don't you both try for once to be your age? She moves to the settee and sits. She is telling to the children of Mrs. Pearson because she is Mrs. Fizzled actually कि तुम दोनों बड़े होने की बात करते हो तो बड़े क्यों नहीं होते. It means why they don't become mature. Cyril, can't we laugh now? Mrs. Pearson, yes, if it's funny. Go on, tell me, make me laugh, I could do with it. Doris, you never understand our jokes, Mom. It means they always underestimate their mother. That she is not able to understand the joke of their children. So, here's a picture also. She is Mrs. Pearson. Here is the Doris and the Cyril, and it is a scene of the conversation among all the three people there. Mrs. Pearson, I was yawning at your jokes before you were born. Doris, it means कि तुम्हारे jokes मैं already सुन चुकी हूँ. That is, your jokes are not new to me. Doris, almost tearful again. What making you talk like this? What have we done? कि आप हमसे ऐसे क्यों बात कर रही हैं? हमने क्या किया? Mrs. Pearson, promptly, nothing but come in, ask for something, go out again, then come back when there's nowhere else to go. कि तुम्हारा सिर्फ इतना काम है, बाहर जाते हो, अंदर आके घर वापस आके कुछ जो भी तुम्हारी चीज़ें हैं ज़रूरत की उनकी डिमांड करते हो, वापस बाहर चले जाते हो. Cyril, aggressively, look, if you won't get tea ready, then I will find something to eat myself. Pearson, why not? Help yourself. She takes a sip of stout. कि ठीक है, जो तुम्हें मिलता है अपने लिए तुम उसको ले सकते हो. And she is continuously drinking. Cyril, turning on his way to the kitchen, mind you, I think it's a bit thick. I have been working all day. And Doris, same here, 8-hour day. And they both are sharing that they are really very tired. They are not able to cook something for themselves. Cyril, yes, 8-hour day. And don't forget it, Mrs. Pearson, I have done my 8 hours. Okay, you have worked for your 8 hours and I have already done my work for 8 hours. Cyril, that's different. Doris, of course it is. Pearson, it was, now it isn't. 40-hour week for all now. Just watch it at the weekend when I have my 2 days off. It means you all people work for 8 hours in a day and you surely have weekend, but I don't have any weekend, but right now I will take my weekend also. Doris and Cyril exchange alarm glances. Then they stare at Mrs. Pearson, who returns their look calmly. It means both of the children of Mrs. Pearson really surprised. Cyril must grab something to eat. Looks as if I will need to keep my strength up. Cyril exits to the kitchen. It means he deadly needs something to eat because he is feeling very tired and very energyless. Doris, moving to the settee anxiously, Mummy, you don't mean you are not going to anything on Saturday and Sunday? It means you will not do anything for us on Saturday and Sundays, Mrs. Pearson? Oh, no, I wouldn't go that far. I might make a bed or two, do a bit of cooking as a favor, which means of course I will have to be asked very nicely, thanked for everything and generally made a fuss of. But any of you 40-hour weekers who expect to be waited on hand foot on Saturday and Sunday with no thanks for me are in a nasty disappointment and might go off for the week and perhaps. It means पूरा हफ्ता जैसे तुम लोग काम करते हो मैं भी करती हूँ और तुम लोग मुझे कोई थैंक्स किए बिना कोई भी रिगार्ड किए बिना तुम ऐसे ही जो है चले जाते हो। मैं तुम्हारे लिए वीकेंड्स में भी काम करती हूँ और मैं तुमसे थैंक्स भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकती हूँ। नो, अब ये नहीं होगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा। डॉरिस, हो, go off for the weekend. Mrs. Pearson, why not? I could do with a change. Stuck here day after day, weekend after week. If I don't need a change, who does? Doris, but where would you go and who would you go with? Mrs. Pearson, that's my business. You don't ask me where you should go and who you should go with to you. कि किसके साथ मैं बाहर जाऊंगी, क्यों जाऊंगी, कहाँ जाऊंगी, ये तुम मुझसे नहीं पूछोगी। Doris, that's different, Mrs. Pearson. The only difference is that I am a lot older and bit better able to look after myself. So it's you who should do the asking. Doris, did you fall or hit yourself with something? Because उनको लग रहा है कि उनकी मम्मा को जो है उनके हेड पर कोई चोट आई है जिसकी वजह से शायद वो ये सब बिहेव कर रही हैं। Mrs. Pearson, no, but I will hit you with something. Girl, if you don't stop asking silly questions. डॉरिस स्टेयर एट हर ओपन माउथ रेडी टू क्राई। और डॉरिस बिल्कुल रोने को हो जाती जब उसकी मम्मा कहती है कि मैं तुम्हें हिट कर सकती हूँ किसी भी चीज़ से। डॉरिस, ओह दिस इज़ ऑफुल। शी बिगिंस टू क्राई नॉट पैशनेटली। मिसिस पियर्सन, स्टॉप ब्लबरिंग, यू आर नॉट अ बेबी। If you are old enough to go out with Charlie Spence, you are old enough to behave properly. Now stop it. Then George Pearson entered, left. It is about 50 and fundamentally decent, but Solomon, self-important, pompous, and preferably he should be a heavy, slow-moving type. He noticed Doris here. It means Mr. Pearson आ चुके हैं, husband of Mrs. Pearson, जो healthy हैं, थोड़े hefty हैं और बहुत काम नज़र आ रहे हैं सोलमन, और वो भी सेल्फ कॉन्शियस है, सेल्फ सेंटर्ड पर्सन है और वो अपनी बेटी की आंखों में आंसू देखते हैं। एंड व्हाट विल हैपन नेक्स्ट, वी विल कंटिन्यू टुमारो। Student, enjoy the drama and please read it yourself also. Goodbye.